All right, guys, welcome to Sports City TV. And some news just came out. Not just came out, but it was earlier today. I didn't get a chance to get online, but I'm going to get on now. So, the Boston Celtics traded Drew Holiday. Now, if you follow us on Sports Study Live, right after the Celtics lost to the New York Knicks in the playoffs, I said that I fully expected one of the one of the few guys, Drew Holiday, either Holiday, White, or I even mentioned Jalen Brown, which obviously may not happen, but don't get too excited. It could still happen. But I think now with this trade, I think it's pretty clear that maybe it may not. But but I wouldn't be shocked. Or Porzingis will definitely be gone. I thought Porzingis was definitely. I thought two of those four would definitely be gone. Two of the three because one, Porzingis has expired contracts. He wouldn't be first to go. He would be moved later on, potentially maybe even during the season. And Drew Holiday was the number one guy on the list that I said would not be a Celtic next year. We talk about his contract, how much money he had left, and how poorly he played. And with the luxury tax, Boston shed $72 million off of that deal that they owed him, saving $40 million in luxury tax. So that was a big move, and I knew that would be the first move to happen. And remember, guys, Jason Tatum's recovering from an injury, and his max contract, his super max deal, kicks in next season. So his salary is going to jump up. I think he made like 30 something million this year. He's set to make about 53, I think it is, or 54. I think it goes up like really big. So they had to factor that in, of course. That's why I knew that it was definitely they were definitely not going to run this team back. I know a lot of people were like, just run it back, go out and get a big and add it. No, they was definitely going to make a move with one of those guys. I don't think the Celtics are done. I don't think this is going to be the roster. I think there's still another move to make. I don't know what it's going to be, but I still think there's another move out there that the Celtics will make. But this trade, bringing in Simmons, Anthony Simmons, who is 26 years old, so you get a guy that's 9 years younger. He's a pretty good three-point shooter. He is 20, like I said, 26 years old, and they also get 2 second-round picks, which Brad Stevens can take that and flip it and do whatever he wants with it. Maybe fill out the bench, get some more depth. Stevens, he's pretty good. Simmons last season, getting into the prime of his career, averaged 19 points per game, a dynamic shot creator, and a three-point shooter. I mean, he's a legit shooter, and he's going to fit pretty well with the younger backcourt alongside Jalen Brown, granted that he's still on the team. And I say that with an asterisk. Of course, Brown is going to be there, but I wouldn't be shocked. I know many Celtics fans would be completely surprised. It would be an out of the blue moon if it happened. It's probably the least likely move to happen, but I still have it at like a 1%, 2% shot. But with this move, it's probably more so now at 0.7% or 0.7 instead of 1%. But anyway, um, for Portland brings in a veteran guard. I mean, I know they tried to, like, the way they reporting it, they're trying to make it seem like Portland. I really don't know why Portland made this move, to be honest. This doesn't really help Portland. I think Holiday is on a decline. Yeah, he can come into Portland and potentially mentor Scoot Henderson, but that's a pretty big price tag for a mentor. And Holiday's still solid. He could still provide some stuff defensively, but Portland's not in. They're not ready to win. So Holiday's going to be there. I could see a scenario where Holiday probably ends up getting a buyout at some point, maybe even before the year, or maybe I don't know if he could be moved again on draft night. I don't think that can happen considering the trades. I don't know if this is like still the new year or the trade year. I don't know how that works, but I don't think Holiday is going to play. He's going to start the season as a Blazer. He could get bought out probably. So this is a good move for the Celtics. Like I said, they get younger. They pick up a pretty good athlete, a pretty good scorer, a guy who can fill in, and he's going to get touches because with Jason Tatum out, Anthony Simmons is going to have a lot better shots. He's going to have a lot more opportunities to score more efficiently, considering he's going to be playing on a team with some talent. So it's interesting to see how big this move is for the Celtics. I do think another move is in play. Like I said, I don't know who is going to be. I know Porzingis is definitely going to be moved. That's probably going to be down the line. But there's probably another move outside of Porzingis that could be made. Because I think Porzingis is going to be more closer even towards either on draft night or during the season, depending on where the Celtics are in the standings. But or they could just keep Porzingis and let his contract expire. It's not a guarantee that Porzingis still gets moved. But there is another move being made. Is it Derek White? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. But they do need to get younger in the front court. They need another front court piece, like a younger big. Because Al Horford is like fucking 95 years old. They need another big. I like Luke Cornett, but are they going to bring him back, and how much will that cost? Because, they still hover around that luxury tax mode. There's so much they can really do unless they unload a Porzingis or one of the other pieces. So that's that on that front. Let me know what you think about this trade. I still believe the Celtics. Don't get too gassed up when you see about what happened in the finals with the Thunder and the Heat and the Pacers. Celtics are still the best team in basketball. Even is it a little bit closer? Are they back down to earth a little bit? Obviously, with Tatum out, yes. But I still believe the Celtics will be one of the best teams in the league next season, even if Tatum is out for an extended period of time. They just have that much talent. They're that good. They're a championship team. And Indiana got extremely lucky, unlucky at the end, of course, losing Halliburton, who may be out for the year, which also that takes Indiana out of any contention next year because it's only him pretty much. The Knicks are frauds, of course, and Cleveland was pretenders. And then you got who else? The Celtics are still or could be in line for a top pick. A top seed. Top pick, I'm thinking something else. All right. So that's all I got on this. Let me know what you think. Sports page run by sports fans. Peace.